If I were to ask you how long it took to make this image carousel, what would you say? Maybe a few hours, maybe an afternoon, maybe even an all-nighter. But it actually didn't take this long. In fact, it only took 1 minute. Yes, just 1 minute. So here's the thing about small nonprofits. Most of them have like 3 people on staff, and none of them are a designer or a social media person. Their whole story, what they do, who they help, the numbers that actually matter, it's all sitting on their website with these big walls of text that nobody's actually going to read. And Instagram is where people actually are. But turning that website into a post means somebody has to read the website, pull out the good parts, write captions, and design the slides. That's a whole afternoon. They don't have all this time. So we built this, the image carousel. Instead of talking about it like a lame human, let me just show you how it works. I'm going to be using my local library for example. We fill in some basic info, like the name, the mission, the vision, and most importantly, their website URL. And then we click Make My Carousel. Now the cool thing about this is that it automatically reads data from your website and uses that to determine what to put on the image carousel, so you don't have to waste time doing that. So after waiting some time, we get our finished product, a clean and professional set of images, ready to post on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. Right here, you can download it. And after some time, we should see it as a .zip file. You'll notice this post to Instagram button. And even though it doesn't work right now, it could be a great extension in the future, along with other social media platforms. Instagram, along with Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp, whatever. Now let's look at the code. Before going into the code itself, let me walk you through the file structure. In our main folder, we have 4 subfolders containing different things. This first one, app, holds our roots, 6 API endpoints and 2 pages. These files only ever do web things, read the request, check if it's valid, handoff. None of them actually contain logic. Next, this one, components. It just holds the React stuff, pretty much UI and UI UX and front end stuff. This lib folder holds every file that it doesn't know where it's on the web. Inside it, pipeline is 1 file per step. So when narrative planning breaks, there's only exactly 1 file to open. Templates is 1 file per layout, each carrying its own character limits and description, so those can't drift apart from the design, right here. And then lastly, Supabase, it just holds the schema for the database. Now let's dive into the code. This project consists of 3 main parts. The front end, which uses React with next.js, which is everything the user sees. Then the back end, which uses TypeScript along with next.js roots, and it also uses Firecrawl for scanning the website, Claude for doing the thinking, and Satori for the images. And the database. It uses Supabase built on Postgres, which was used for file storage. When you fill out the form, the browser sends that information to our server and gets back an ID for that submission. Right after that, the browser starts listening for updates on that ID. It opens a live connection to the database and gets notified the instant something changes. That's how this progress screen right here updates in real time instead of just showing a spinner. When actually making the carousel, it goes through a 5-step process. First, it reads the organization's website and pulls out text and any colors it can find, which is this step right here. Number 2, it figures out the organization's brand colors and tone of voice from what it found, including looking at the logo if there is one. Third, it writes the actual slide-by-slide story, an opening hook, the problem, the mission, proof it works, and a call to action. Fourth, it picks which of our slide layouts fits the story and tone best. And then last, it checks that all the text actually fits inside the layout and shortens anything that's too long. After this process, Satori puts together the elements from Firecrawl and Claude, and we get our carousel here. Overall, this is a really great tool for any organization that is struggling with marketing or presenting themselves.